Is its cup to joy, to love, to life. Local 3 wants you to win a pair of tickets to see Fiddler on the Roof at the Memorial Auditorium. Enter to win every day on Local 3's Facebook page.
Chattanooga Mobility and Lifts, your stairlift expert.
Remember the good old days when you would go trick-or-treating in your actual neighborhood and saw people who you really went to school with while you went and had fun going door to door? Well, you can kind of get that feeling back again this year on October 29th by heading over to our good friend Kelly Fleming, who happens to be here this morning with the Soddy Daisy Community Library. You won't go door to door, but you will go car to car, right?
Car to car, trunk to trunk, tent to tent. It all depends on what our supporting organizations decide to do.
I set it up that way because it's the Soddy Daisy Community Library, and some of us were having a conversation. We were in Dunlap actually yesterday for something, and we were talking about the pull to small communities. People are hungry for it, and that's what you find with your library.
Yes, and Soddy Daisy is growing so much. People are coming from out of state just to get a piece of small town life, but still have access to everything that you would want or need.
So your library is kind of a central point. I mean, when you did this, how many years has it been?
4.5 years, 5 years in January.
You kind of went out on a wing and a prayer. You believed in the power of it. You found this great building that you could kind of create to be all warm and cozy. But it's far more than a library, Kelly.
We like to consider ourselves more of a community center with books as a hook to get people to come in, because outside of just books and movies and everything, we have 38 different programs that run every quarter, lots of specialty events. Our summer reading program was an immense success this year.
Brag on the uptick you saw.
We saw an 82% increase in participation in summer reading this year, and that was not just for kids, it was adults.
That's an insane jump. Do you think it's because people were really reading more, or that they've just heard about the library?
I think it was a combination, because when people actually come in and become a part of the library, they realize that, you know, reading and everything about a library is a joyful experience. It's not just like, shh, you know, sit and read and do your research. Come in, have fun, pet the cats. We have 2 library cats. And it's just, it's a reading experience instead of just sitting down with a book or an electronic book.
I love it. So the trunk or treat you've been doing how many years?
This is our second year. Last year we did it not really on a whim, but we decided to try something else to add to the community experience. We were expecting maybe 700 people. We ended up with 2,000. Which blew us away. Thankfully, we did not run out of candy. We were prepared.
It was like loaves and fishes, yeah.
But we learned from last year, and so this year we've extended it quite a bit. Instead of just 2 hours, it's going to be 3.5 hours, 4 to 7:30 on the 29th. It is going to be at Veterans Park because we don't have the room at the library for that.
And the cats would get scared.
And the cats would probably freak out.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm still trying to get them in a costume. It's not happening. But
and then a movie follows?
Yes, at 8 o'clock we put up a giant 33-foot inflatable screen, and we're showing a wonderful Disney movie. Because of licensing, I can't say the name of it, but imagine a young boy who is in love with music and has to travel to the land of the dead to get permission from his grandfather.
Gee, I wonder what movie that could be.
It could cover so many.
You like an incentive.
Yes.
So you are incentivizing the people who are going to be there giving out the candy because you have awards for them.
That's right. Whenever we invite people in, and we're still accepting people to come in and get trunks and set up a space, but you could also win the Trunk or Treat Most Inventive Design, the Most Creative DIY. Those are chosen by our board and also by our amazing co-sponsor, David Castile State Farm, who's fantastic to work with. But as patrons of the Trunk or Treat event, you get to vote on who your favorite trunk was, and then they get this award right here, the People's Choice. I
love it. So you said it all begins at 4.
At 4 o'clock.
So should people plan to get there even a little early, or just really get there at 4?
Get there anywhere 3:30 to 4. Okay. You can't really start because we're going to be setting everybody up. Okay. But you've got 3.5 hours, so at least there's plenty of daylight. Hopefully it won't be snowing as cold as it's been lately.
Remember the year it did snow on Halloween
a
few years ago? And I don't have trick-or-treaters anymore, but this is great that you get 2 days of fun, because that means that for the moms out there that got the Halloween costume October 1st, And now the kids have changed their minds, so you have 2
At least
Halloween
7
costumes.
times, too.
Right? You've got an excuse to use them all. So
Perfect.
great to see you. And if you want to be a member of the library, do you have to live in Soddy?
You don't have to live in Soddy Daisy. It's free for everyone. Just come on in, become part of our family.
That's an easy thing to do, trust me. Great to see you, my friend.
Thank you so much for having
Trunk or
me.
treat, October 29th. The fun begins at 4 at Veterans Park in Soddy.
Get more for your money with a Bojangles family meal tonight. It's bow time.
Not everybody gets to change the lives of others for the better, but you can, with a career as a practical nurse. The Practical Nursing Program at Chattanooga College will prepare you to become an LPN in as few as 12 months. And you'll learn from compassionate experts who have centered their working lives around helping practical nurses grow and succeed. Are you ready to make a difference? Visit ChattanoogaCollege.edu today. Chattanooga College, because a small college can make a big difference.
It's finally here. Lazy Boy is getting ready for our biggest sale of the year. It's Moonlight Madness. For a limited time only, save up to 50% on clothes.